Sometimes you gotta wiggle your stickles. Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike, he's Jay. This is episode 2, season 6, Roanoke, California, fucking American Horror.
Wow, that's a lot.
Or as I like to call it, ass.
Ass. I like that. They should just shorten it down to always.
Ass 6.
Ass.
The H is silent.
Ass says something.
Sounds like a snooty
Ask
person.
me about my wiener.
Sounds like a snooty person saying ass. Like, fuck me in the ass.
Fuck you in the ass.
Fuck me in the ass.
Fuck you right in the
I
ass.
like it in the ass.
Oh, fuck bean.
AHS, season 6. I said, God damn, it's time to fuck!
Okay.
So, it starts off, last episode we entered, this is spoilers by the way, we're recapping this shit. It's a recap, motherfucker.
Houdini and Luigi.
So, the last episode ends with some crazy shit in the fucking woods, as it does, and the girl is running through the forest, chasing after Kathy Bates, which as mentioned in the last episode, if you hit Kathy Bates or are in an accident within any vicinity of Kathy Bates whatsoever and have seen misery in your lifetime, get the fuck out of there. Don't chase her down.
Around.
So she goes into there and we got some creepy Blair Witch cult shit going on, which of course they're fucking
You know, it
Kathy
actually
Bates.
reminded me of like the witch. Actually, just the witch.
Yeah.
That. I shouldn't have said that out loud. I meant no offense to any Wiccan out there watching, but no, it does. The Witch, the movie, it actually reminded me of that when she stumbles across, like, you know, the oh but the do boo boo boo, whatever they're
Those
chanting.
motherfuckers are flicking titties.
Yama 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 yama.
Titties. So she goes into the woods, and this dude, fucking Cotton Eye Joe's out there with his goddamn brain showing, and then people are saying, I think some people said it was Lady Gaga is the witch that's like holding a scalp, like,
Yeah.
She's like fucking Brad Pitt.
She looks like
give me some Nazi scalps.
Now that Brad Pitt's divorced from Angelina Jolie, that's definitely what he's going to look like after a few bottles of rum. he's like, I can't believe I lost 2 good pieces of ass.
Thanks for covering up the worst goddamn impression of my lifetime.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It was terrible.
I'm here for you.
Well, what is it he says? He says he does with the Nazi scalps thing.
The Nazi scalp.
Yeah, he says something about Nazi scalps.
Oh,
Glorious Bastards, you know?
Oh yeah.
I'm totally fucking brain.
Nazis.
Nazis.
Nazi scalps.
Nazi scalps.
Binjorna. It's a Binjorna.
Benjorner.
Binjorna.
Any fucking ways. So yeah, Lady Gaga is born this way. She's holding a fucking scalp.
She was born this way.
And then fucking, you know, did you notice the fucking eyebrows? Did you notice Wes Bentley's ass in there?
Oh yeah,
fucking people.
Yeah. You know what's weird? I just watched the Hunger Games yesterday. I was like, "Where's your weird fucking beard that you had? Like, where's the swirlies? You've let yourself go." Yeah, you know, it's a bad romance between him
I ain't
and
got
Lady
time
Gaga.
for manscaping out here in these woods.
So yeah, so that's happening. The fucking, you know, and Kathy Bates is apparently the leader of this cult, Pilgrims.
Yeah.
And she's got a guy that she said that was leaving them or gonna abandon their cult ways, and caught him on the outskirts of the forest and stuck a fucking pig's head on his fucking face and is roasting his ass alive over a spit. I think that's what they call it.
Why'd you put your finger in the imaginary butt down
Fucking
in the spit?
Because she did it with force. Bitch!
You know, there's a rumor going around that that's actually fucking Evan Peters.
That shit they're roasting?
The dude that's cooking. Or no, they're saying that he's the dude in the video with the pig mask on. Like, where the fuck is Evan Peters? Like, it's 2 episodes now.
He's at Xavier's mansion.
Cunt sickles?
He's got to get over Apocalypse. But yeah, but I don't know. It's obviously the guy that's missing part of his scalp. That's they stick their, you know, his fucking head in the saw mask. So or the pig mask. So she sees all this, and then Kathy Bates like, get her. After she sees like her, why the fuck would you be watching it? Like, go away.
I know.
Go away. Like, if I just stumbled over that and I saw them doing some blah, I'd be like, well, I'm sorry for it. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Goddamn white girls.
I would have done straight Forrest Gump. I didn't mean to interrupt your Black Panthers party. Like, it just fucking. I was like, God. But yeah, but she stood there and, you know, rubbernecked for a while, gets caught, and then, you know, or they see her doing it, then they chase her through the woods.
She's like, oh, big gulp, Paul. Hey, all right. Well, see you later.
So yeah, that's happened, and then she gets discovered. She finally makes it out of the woods and reunites with her. She gets hit by she passes out because she finds the road. Lee screeches up, and she's like, oh fuck. She's been through enough, and then Lee's like, oh, that drunk bitch, poor girl.
Goddamn white girls.
Then she's in the hospital, and they call her husband, and he's like saying, then they do that cool overlay thing again, and the husband's saying, you know, she was talking about the wild men in the forest again. I just thought the bitch was fucking around on me, but no, she's talking about, you know, the guy's like, she's talking about the wild men in the forest and stuff like this, and the doctors say that she's crazy, and they're testing her, seeing if she's like imbibed, which is what one of the sheriff guy says in the first one. Who says that?
Somebody out in the fucking woods says
I know,
something.
but yeah, imbibed, like, seriously, is your wife a fucking drunk?
She's on that goddamn meth, man.
Got that sauce.
You know why you're having trouble figuring out what happened in this episode? It's because this episode dropped the fucking ball in my opinion, dude.
It
There's
does.
some cool shit in it, but they
a lot.
redid the same shit from the first episode like 10 times.
I thought
like,
it scatterbrained.
Yeah, once they go back to the fucking house, oh, there's some noises again. Oh, he runs out to check it again. And they go outside and oh, it's more Blair Witch symbols. Like we did that. Like this episode, after the badassness and the surprise and the fucking innovation, for lack of a better word, the uniqueness of the first episode, this one disappointed me in many ways, except for those fucking nurse girls.
The nurse girls were cool. Now we'll get to that, but what I was saying is that when Matt is told by the doctors that she's hallucinating and that she's crazy, they check her system, they find no drugs. See, then Matt is doing it smartly when he goes to visit her. He's like, listen, honey, I was wrong. I know we sunk all our money, but fuck it, we'll live at a Motel 6 for a while. I mean, they got cockroaches and bugs, but we're going to be together, right? And she's like, but no, we're not going to let them drive us away.
All of a sudden.
And I'm like, okay, what the fuck are you talking about? I'd be pissed. It's like, we're filing for a divorce. I want it, so you give it. Yeah. And, but he's like, okay, I love you or whatever. And, he's probably thinking to himself, Coach Jones said there'd be days like this. Fucking radio.
Dude, that's why they get on my nerves. That he's always like, oh, baby, no, I didn't mean to say that you were fucking lying and that you saw fucking teeth falling from the goddamn sky,
that's
you crazy fucking kook.
But it's not like, listen, Matt, I mean, she's all right looking, but you can find better.
There's just a time to stop being nice is all I'm saying, dude. Grow some balls and be like, no, I'm taking you and we're getting the fuck out of this fucking place. So, of course, as we said in the last episode, we've sunk every dime into this place. We can't leave. It's more important than our lives.
So they go back to the house. Lee's obviously staying with them for a while. Her daughter comes over, Flora, dropped off by her ex-husband, Mason. And Flora strikes up a friendship with a ghost girl, which is a no-no in any horror story. When your little daughter is talking to the walls and shit and saying, I'm going to trade you my baby doll so you don't kill me, fucking go somewhere else.
Priscilla's tired of the blood.
Listen.
I'm tired of being a father. Bye.
Matt actually awakes in the middle of the night to such a sound of like hoop tops on my roof.
A smattering.
Runs down the steps and sees this, ghostly visage of these two nurses. One pretty good looking, the other one kind of Chunky McChuckson.
Well, first, dude, he's on the fucking phone and he's here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And he looks down and when he sees this fucking, sees the fucking cord undone, that's some Twilight Zone shit right there. Because he looks down at it and then he still hears the voices. That fucking got me.
Yeah, that was.
But then when he turns around and he sees these nurses are scary as fuck. This is like the only really thing that this episode did for me was these two nurses and the story behind them.
Yeah, that was
really
cool.
The only thing that they didn't just retread from the first episode, but it was fucking cool. They got this old lady tied down to the bed, and she's like, please, I don't want to take my medicine. She's like, did that sound like talking back? It did. And she just shoots her in the fucking head.
I know.
And they're like, M is for Margaret. And I was like, goddamn white girls. That's a thief.
I would have said M is for Maybelline. I would have kept it light. Nurses are Nurse Ratchet times 15. Like, wowzer.
They picked perfect girls for it. Because that one girl's face, that's like, is she talking back? The main one? Dude, she just looks like just a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Just her face. She's just got that face. That just asshole fucking face.
That's
like
face.
Miss Marmody from fucking...
Marmody?
God damn it, what's her name? The chick from The Mist, the old lady who's like, you're
oh,
gonna burn, let's kill the children.
I hate that bitch. I don't want to choke her.
Yeah, her face. She has that same face.
Yeah, she does. And so, it was also cool, I will say, that the nurse scenes were cool and how they explain that story. When they find the videotape in the cellar, and they take it back to the house, and then that guy, the professor that had lived there before them, explains what the nurses were and what he was doing there and the monsters and the creatures that occupy the house. That was so cool. Like, it was such a cool legend thing that adds on to the show and adds on to the immersion and adds on to like the mystery that they're building up. And because he's talking about how these nurses didn't really go missing because they wanted to spout their favorite word, murder, but something else in the house got to them, like something more evil than them. And then he's running around Blair Witch style, really, Blair Witch style. With that camera was so dope. It was like 97, and it really reenacted.
94.
Or yeah, it was like and then Kathy Bates in the mirror and says, "Where's my oatmeal?" Like whatever. Like he's like, boom. It's fucking scary.
And then dude got a cleaver to the fucking face, which it happened so fast you could barely see what was going on. That guy I like. He overacts a little bit, but he was in the first season.
You know what?
Too. I like him a lot.
Oh, and Lee finally falls off the wagon because she gets drunk because her. Basically Mason comes and takes the kid, says she's never coming back here again. I've got full custody, bitch. You're done. Cut off. I'm going to the judge. So she starts drinking vodka as you do. Apparently threw knives at the ceiling. I mean, good for her. That's a trick.
People do crazy things on Sky Vodka.
Party favor.
I've never done that.
I've never either. I would. I mean, I guess maybe I would if I was drunk. But hey guys, look at this.
I don't know. When I was a kid, I used to try to do karate with oranges and catch them with kitchen knives, and I cut my fucking ear.
You might have a flashback though if you're so drunk though. You know when you were a kid in high school or whatever you're born, you try to throw pencils at the ceiling. Fireball's a deadly drug. When she gets drunk and they take her to her bed, that was the nurses appear again.
Yeah.
See, they're staying at at the edge of her bed, looking at her. It kind of like felt like rose red. I mean, just the way that they kind of appeared.
I woke up and be like, hey.
I would have literally just slowly zipped my pants up like I'm ready for my inspection.
It's time to fuck. Jason's the only one with some goddamn sense in this whole fucking episode. That's the only problem I have. Some of these people are stupid as shit. For one, leave the house. For two, don't bring a little fucking girl there. Dumb shit. B, or C, or whatever the fuck, when she starts seeing dead people, 5 minutes in the giant scary looking house in the middle of the woods where scary shit's already happened, it's time to stop. So the guy comes in and he takes her out, and rightfully so, I'd have done the same fucking thing. Yeah. But then she fucking goes back and steals her, comes back, and they're like, well, you shouldn't have done that, we should call somebody. And then the next thing you fucking know, of course she goes missing. And then, you know what? I'm going to be really pissed this episode if in episode 3 it starts out and the first scene they go, oh, she's over there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's a filler episode if they did that, and that will piss me off because it started so well.
That was cool.
When they show that jacket hanging up there, I thought it was going to be the little girl, and I was like, this show just went gnarly.
It was like a yellow slicker.
Yeah.
And I was like,
so
Curious George?
You found him.
There he is.
You just wanted to know what's at the top of the tree. He's a monkey, guys. Come on.
Oh,
no, but that was a freaky like shot. Again,
I like when we both looked up at nothing. We're seeing
that. We see the fucking tree. Shit's getting real in here. And I thought, I had one of those little thought bubbles. I was like, I've got it, Mac. I think that they're going to go fourth wall with this shit, and stuff's about to start happening live to these people in front of the camera, and they're going to tie all this shit back together, and the people working on set are going to start to be haunted or some crazy shit. Stuff's about to get weird.
I can go with that. That'd be a pretty cool little twist on it. R. Martin would do the same thing. He'd be proud of you. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6.5. I liked it a little bit better. I mean, it was a good show. A good episode. I got enjoyment out. The nurses were cool. I loved the professor and what he presented and how the ominence and all that stuff really just started building. Especially when because when they're watching it, it's just like really building the tension. And I thought that was cool. I don't think it went anywhere. I think the tension could have been released at some point. I know that they're just gonna let that flow into episode 3. You know, you got to put it in somewhere. To make me lose interest. I mean, it didn't really write everything off. So episode 3, hopefully it picks it up where episode 1 left off a little bit more, and we get Evan Peters and figure out where and we jack off while we're watching it. Some of you girls will jack off with Evan Peters. I know it.
I will. What?
I don't know.
Comment down below. Let us know what you guys thought about this episode, and where do you think it's going with the freaky deaky Roanoke shit. We love your fucking faces. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some goddamn wham up in here.
Giant surprise.